Hello once again, you're watching Google Gemini presents Cricbuzz Comm Box. Rohan, Gavaskar and I have witnessed some fun batting from the Scots up top. George Munsey and Michael Jones as well. Just the one wicket, Rohan, at the end of that 10th over. But it's been fun to see Scotland bat with so much freedom.
Yeah, and Michael Jones, first 50 in the World Cup. Look, he's batted well, 50 of 31. Scotland 80 of, and they've lost one wicket, 10 overs now. And look, George Munsey was... If you have a look at the way Michael Jones has gone, you've got to say George Munsey was a little slow, 27 or 29. If you bat 29 deliveries on that 1KD pitch, and if your strike rate is less than 100, in a sense, you're doing a team a bit of a disservice. Right? So maybe from Scotland's point of view, it's a good thing that he's been dismissed. They can maybe kick on from here and get to that score of 190 plus.
Yep, Michael Jones is having a bit of a party. You could join this World Cup party as well. How, you may ask? I'll tell you how. All you need to do is take a selfie and create your fan look on Google Gemini and then tag Google India and submit your entry, and you might get a chance to go and watch a World Cup game. I'm sure lots of Nepalese fans who are there at the 1KD. It's a pretty good crowd in at the 1KD. And surely this team can make a comeback. Typically, Rohan, they say that you've got to double your score from where you are at the 10-over mark.
I think more than double if you got wickets in hand.
Sure.
If you got wickets in hand.
Yep.
So, and they've got 9 wickets in hand. They've scored 80. They'll be going to get to at least 180, another 100 runs. Because if they double their score from here on, that's 160. I don't think that's good enough.
Yeah.
So they've got to look at, trying to get to that 180 mark.
Well, Richie Berrington, their captain in his late 30s, who knows? It might be his last hurrah at a world event. The Scots weren't expected to be here, but here they are. Then fun 10 overs coming up. Let's take a look at the bowling. Rohan, surprised that they've used 7 overs of a spin in the first, and 2 is from Lamichane and the captain Paudel, the off-spinner, and Deepinder Singh Airi as well in the power play bowled 3. So that's what they've gone in with so far.
Yeah, so look, again, it leaves you with 4 overs of Paudel and Lamichane in the back 10. Then you've got someone like Nandan Yadav, who was expensive in his 1 over. He'll come back and bowl a few. So I think they'll be fine with their bowling changes. Again, like I said, if they can restrict Scotland to about 160, 170, they'll be happy with that bowling effort.
Perhaps a way to not allow much pace to work off for the Scots, because Bhurtel has just come in to bowl the 11th over, and that means potentially there could be 16 overs of spin in this innings. Potentially
it could, but look, you look at the batter who's just coming now, McMullen. He's a good player of spin bowling. Brendan McMullen is a good player of spin bowling. I think Jones will also, now that he's said, will look on the good 1KD pitch to try and be aggressive against the spinners. Sure. It'll be interesting to see what happens in this phase between the 10th to the 15th over, because I think that will set up where Scotland are at the end of 20 overs.
Right, if you are watching this game, which I think you should, regardless of where these teams are. I know they've both been eliminated, but I expect these two to punch above their weight in the remaining 30 overs. Scotland at the 10-over mark were 80. They scored 4 more in the 11th and 84 for 1 after 11. A fun 9 overs coming up. Enjoy it. That's it for now from Rohan and I on Google Gemini presents Cricbuzz Comm Box.